We're going to hit record really quick. There we go. Awesome. Anything else? It's a burning question right there in front of you guys. Yes, 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 yes.
I have one more question.
Sure.
It is, I don't know if it's the same thing as a home search, but it's a drip, how to set clients up on a drip.
Drip campaign. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very
Yeah,
cool.
so Leah, so yeah, drip campaign is an important thing. And then also, how do we check like the properties they've been looking at? That's a question I've been getting a lot from people, like, how do I see their activity? And then the lead capture option for it.
Okay.
Those are some of the most popular questions that I'm getting from people, is that. And then for everyone else, if you guys can do us a huge favor, we want to make sure that we're soaking in the most of it. Turn your cameras on. Let's get the cameras on. Please, let's get the cameras on. Have your computer. Oh, Natalie's doing the same thing Cherish is doing. Hey, come on. All the girls are getting their hair did today.
Cute. Look at us twinning.
Sheesh,
love it.
I guess it's that time, right? Everybody's doing their hair right now. Okay. All right.
So yeah, thank you guys for being awesome like that and turning on the cameras. Thank you. It just so you know, look, we got Catalina. She's at work right now, one of our agents on the Gabe Mendez group. And just so you guys know, the reason we're doing this is because we have to be able to feed off of your energy, see what you're seeing. If you look confused or if there's a question you want to ask, that's really important for us to see it. And secondly, if the cameras are all off, it's kind of just weird for us as instructors to like be talking to ourselves. It feels like we're talking to ourselves. So that's just us being honest with you. So if you guys can do us a huge favor, if you're in a position where you can turn your cameras on, it doesn't matter what you look like. If you haven't brushed your teeth, that's okay. Most of us haven't right now. Just go ahead and turn the cameras on. Let's get really interactive with it. And let's honor Leo with his time. He's taking the time today to teach us everything about KV Core. This guy has put in, I want to say almost hundreds of hours, but for sure dozens of hours into KV Core. So he's one of the master traders with KV Core, and he's going to give us a quick 101 breakdown. This is the lifeblood of the business. Let me just tee this up really quick, Leo. KV Core is the lifeline of the business. When I first got started in real estate 7 years ago, I always had a CRM. At that time, my CRM was a piece of paper and a notebook, and I kept track of everything. And if you don't keep track of everything, then you're probably going through the following problems. You have sellers who are firing you, buyers who are firing you, people who are getting approved and you're forgetting to follow up with, birthdays you're not checking in with, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year anniversaries you're not checking, 6 month anniversaries you're not checking with, people's birthdays you're not following up with. If this sounds like you, that's a really big problem in the business. Nail Techs, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale, all these places that you can think of, Vans, they all have CRMs. Why do you think they take your email address and then they send you coupons for your birthday and they remind you? That's a CRM. So if these Fortune 500 companies or startup companies have a CRM, don't you think it's important for us to have one as well? Absolutely. And not to top it all off, we don't just have a basic CRM. We have one of the best. KV Core is top 3 CRMs, period, for real estate. I would say the only one that competes with it that I used to use that I know of is Chime. Chime is amazing. And just to give you perspective, to have Chime or KV Core on your own, my love, can you tell us how much we were paying for Chime per month when we were before we moved over to EXP, when we were at Century 21?
I believe it was $997.
$1,000 per month we were paying for our CRM. KV Core is about $600 or $700 per month, but we get it all included in $85. And today we have Leo, the master trainer, going to teach us how to use the fundamentals of it. So immediately after today, you're going to watch a replay, begin importing this into your business, and this is KV Core is your business. So let's get our pens out, laptops open, get the KV Core app opened. Let's get ready to ask a lot of questions. My boy Leo, the master trainer, with looking like a Superman over there, the Mexican Superman, like a George Clooney, a Middle Eastern George Clooney. Let's go, man. Let's give it up, boy. You up? Let's go.
Let's go. Cool. Damn. That's what I'm talking about. Love this kind of. Hey, man, can you just tee up every single one of my meetings? Because that was awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you all for being here. Thank you for those of you that have your cameras on as well. Like Gabe was mentioning, having a powerful CRM, guys, it's one of the most essential things for your real estate business. Luckily, Gabe had a notebook and things like that. I had sticky notes, so that was even worse in the beginning of the business, right? So don't be that realtor that just writes the stuff down and forgets about it. I was literally have sticky notes for the majority of my beginning of my career. And it wasn't until I started to actually implement systems that really started to take off, and really I started to get more of a piece of, I started to be more settled with my energy, because it does feel at sort of times in the business that you're kind of turning your wheels constantly, turning your wheels. And you kind of feel like you're turning your wheels and you're not getting anywhere. And it has to do with the fact that you may not have a system in place that's running everything. And it's sort of like it's a platform, right? That's going to be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While you're asleep, KV Core is going to be doing the heavy lifting for you. That way, when you wake up first thing in the morning, you can go to your dashboard, you can check the activity, you can see who's logging in, you can see who has actually opened up an email, you can see what kind of properties they've been seeing. You could literally go to the hottest prospects and focus on the people that want to transact in today's market, right? Like that's way you're not going to have to guesstimate who your next customer is going to be. So first and foremost, I just want to make sure that everybody does have access to KV Core, because I think that in addition, obviously, to learning KV Core, you got to have access to it. You guys should have all got access. If you still don't, you want to go to expenterprise.com and basically order the platform. So just so I can make sure that everybody does have access to the platform. Yes. Sounds like everybody does. Okay, fantastic. And after the fact that you've ordered the KV Core platform, they're going to build out the full CRM. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And this is what KV Core looks like right here. So just confirm that you guys can see my screen. Hopefully you guys can. Awesome. I get a couple of thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. So I'm going to refresh this. But as you guys can see, I got people that are here constantly looking at properties, right? Like you got this guy, Jose Perez here 34 minutes ago, while I was in a training, looking at this property over here for 539 and put a little flame on it, right? You got Myra looking at a property for 439, Jose looking at another property here for 439. I got this other PA Corrivu 624, right? So you got this platform is working while you're in meetings, while you're out showing properties, while you're prospecting. This is going to be, 24/7. So it keeps track of everything, not only what they like, but it also keeps tracks of their open, right? So if you have somebody on a drip, like I know, you guys asked me like, well, how do you put somebody on a drip? If you have somebody on a drip, it's going to show you who's opening up your emails and who's actually clicking on things. And that way you can get engagement of, okay, these are the people that I need to target, right? So just what you guys are looking at, this is just the dashboard. So if your dashboard doesn't look like this right away, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you guys how to get your dashboard just like this. And I'm just going to click on a profile real quick just to show you the type of information that is shown, right? Once you actually have somebody that is dialed into the CRM and they start to engage, you will see right away that these customers, you'll have all of their contact information, right? According to your import, right? If you imported this information, you got the cell phone, you got the email, you got their address, all that good stuff. And here you could see all of the activity that Jose has done, right? I've been having them in my CRM for some time. So whenever you see a blue envelope, that means that they're opening up the email. And whenever you see a black envelope, it means that they haven't opened up an email. So that's how you're going to be able to see who's actually keeping track. Like right here, the first email he got, he never even seen it. The second one he opened it, but he didn't really view anything. It wasn't up until the next day that he actually viewed it, right? So this is really powerful, insightful information where customers are going to be looking at stuff, and this is keeping track of everything. At one point, when I spoke to this guy, he said, hey, you know what? I actually have a home and I'm interested in knowing the value of this home. Then I ended up punching in his address, and then now he's getting a monthly report as well. So KV Core is going to help you to keep your customers up to date. That's another great question when you guys are prospecting, talking to buyers, talking to buyers. You want to make sure that you're always asking, hey, by the way, do you have a home? Do you have another home that I can keep you up to date with the market, right? You always want to make sure you get that information just so you could stay top of mind, stay relevant. So one thing to note as well is that you can run your entire business off of the KV Core mobile app. So make sure that you guys are downloading the KV Core mobile app on your cell phone. So that's another thing. It's a blue icon on your Apple or Android that you want to download, because let's just say you're on the go. Let's just say that you're at the restaurant, or you're out, shopping, and you bump into somebody, you have a great conversation, a great dialogue, and they're telling you, hey, I want to buy a property in Newport Beach, and I want to buy something that's under $2 million with an ocean front, like something, whatever they're saying. On the spot, you can go to your mobile app. Instead of just taking a note on your cell phone, you can import their first name, last name, email, and phone number on the spot. and literally activate a campaign on the spot on the cell phone. And literally from there, walking away, that customer will start to receive text messages and emails on the spot. So urgency, I think, is a superpower in our real estate business. So that's why the KV Core app is going to be absolutely essential. So if you guys don't have that, I just want to make sure that you guys definitely download that app. So go to your Apple or Android store to download that. One thing that I want to note, as a fundamental, before I get into all the other questions and all the other things that I'm going to share with you guys today, here on the top right-hand corner, you have your information. One thing to note also is that you're going to have a phone number, most likely on the top right-hand corner, that you're probably not recognizing. You're probably like, hey, whose number is this? It's going to probably be a different cell phone number there. That is a platform number. I would encourage you not to use that number unless you've actually paid for a KV Core add-on phone number. The KV Core add-on number, I think it's 25 or 30 bucks a month. So before you start to do text blast and you start to do anything with the platform, I would definitely encourage you guys to buy the KV Core add-on phone number. Why is the KV Core add-on such a powerful tool? Well, it gives you the ability to track the source of your leads, right? So what I did, this number here, 949-799-4885, that's not my cell phone directly. That's my KV Core platform number. So I post this, and I would encourage you guys to use this kind of number on your for sale signs, on your open house signs, on your flyers. You want to use it on your social media. You want to use it everywhere, because what it's going to do, it's going to give you the opportunity to understand that, hey, this is a business call. This is not somebody that's calling me on my direct cell. The really cool thing that I love about it is that when you're using the KV Core platform number, when somebody calls your number now, does it automatically register the customer and upload it into your database, right? Does it? Yes, yes, no, right? No, I don't think it does, unless you have like this unique cell phone that I don't know about. But no, your cell phone, when you receive a call, does not automatically integrate it into your CRM. So this platform is going to automatically, with the KV Core add-on number, it automatically is going to connect your number. Like somebody can actually dial my number right now, and you're going to see pop up on my dashboard. If you guys want to test it out, if anybody wants to do it right now, you can literally test it out. And as soon as I get a call, it'll pop up on my dashboard here, and it'll say, I just received a call from a certain number. And that'll give me the ability to, go back and tag that, save their contact information, and also turn them on an alert of some sort. So that's something you want to do. You want to make sure you put the KV Core add-on number. And the really cool thing is that, here, let me show you guys how to actually order it. So how do you order that? You're going to go to Marketplace. You're going to click Marketplace on the left-hand corner, and you're going to go ahead and find the Smart Number add-on. Boom, here it is. So you're going to click Learn More. And from here, you're just going to click Get Started, right? So you hear capture real live mobile numbers and hand.
Leo.
Yeah.
Hey, can we slow down a little bit? I'm trying to catch up too on the Marketplace.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Let me go back.
I listen fast, but think slow. So
all right, no problem. And thank you for telling me that, by the way. I honestly, I could talk really fast, so I really appreciate it. You guys tell me if I need to slow down, if I need to pause, if I need to repeat something. I want to make sure that you guys are getting a tremendous amount of value. So on the left-hand corner, boom, we're going to click Marketplace, right? Once you click Marketplace, that's going to lead you into this section, and this has a world of things here, right? So this is, again, another, you got to really commit to mastery on this program. So all you got to do is scroll down on the page here and click the Smart Number here. Click Learn More. Once you click Learn More, it's going to pop up this additional page, and in this page, you're just going to click Get Started. You can also select the area code of your choice, right? So you can say, I want a 714, I want a 626, I want a 949, I want 805, like whatever area code you like, you're going to want to put that in there. And then KV Core is going to match you with the best number that's local in your markets. Let's just say we're pretending we're doing 949. You click Next. And wait, what's going on? Oh, actually gives you the number right here. It pops up all the numbers. and boom, you can say, hey, I want that one, right? I would recommend also when you're selecting numbers, try to find one that has the same numbers repeated, right? You know, that way it can be something catchy, right? That somebody can say like it's a 7771 or something like, oh, that's cool. I can easily remember that, right? So again, you just want to select the number that's best equipped, right? That, you know, resonates with you. They're like, all right, this is a cool number. You click next. And then from here, you're just going to fill out your credit card information and that's it. You just pay. It's going to be a monthly subscription. Go ahead.
For the smart numbers, the numbers that are provided, they are all unique, right? There's like none of them are duplicates.
None of them are duplicates, 100% unique. Correct. And that's your
The
number moving
reason-
forward.
The reason that I ask is because a couple months ago, when we were first getting the hang of KV Core, the Mighty was helping me set up or teaching me about the smart number. And for some reason, she paid for hers, but we had the same one. We hadn't paid for it yet, but we had the same one on ours. Like,
You mean you and
Justin.
Lamighty had the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
she
most
paid for
likely
hers and we hadn't paid for it.
got it. You most likely had the platform number. That's, I mean, I would have to see it, right? Because the platform number for everybody is the same. Because if you're, or actually it's the same on per state, right? So EXP has a membership for KV Core in each state. So if you don't pay for the smart number add-on, it's just going to give you a general number and it's kind of like a company-wide number. So that's why you don't want to use that one. So maybe that's what happened. So once you actually use this and you submit your credit card information, you press complete checkout and you're done. This is like really, really cool, really straightforward, really simple, right? That's it. You complete checkout, you got your number. Once your number, it's going to take them, you know, maybe a day or two to get it integrated, or it might be instant. When I did it for the first time, and this was 4 years ago, it took them a couple of days. Actually, I just put in my area code and they ended up just giving me a couple of options. Now they are giving you the options on the spot, which is really cool, right? So this is stuff, it's constantly being updated. So it may be instant, which hopefully that's the case. But just go ahead and follow that process. It's definitely something that's worth it. Again, this is a way you can differentiate yourself from your personal line. And, you know, for if you feel uncomfortable with putting your number out there, right? Because I know a lot of people kind of have that, like, oh, I don't want to put my number out there. Well, this is a really good option for you. You're not going to put in your direct number. Everything is going to be screened. Your cell phone number is still going to ring, but it's going to integrate that customer directly onto your KV Core platform.
So,
The other thing,
Leo, I have a question. Is there a forwarding option? Let's say I'm going to buy the number and we're going to use it. Can I have that forward to my main cell phone number, or can I not get this number here and just use my personal number and still have all the benefits without having to pay for this number add-on?
so you're going to be able to still use KV Core at a high level. You're just your text messages, if you're using the text feature, it's going to use the platform number. So it doesn't, I don't think it has the capacity. And again, I might not be 100% on this, but from my knowledge, you have to pay for the smart number add-on in order to be able to use the text feature. I didn't use the smart number add-on in the beginning. I started sending a bunch of text messages, and before you know it, I started seeing people calling back, and then like people on my team were like, oh, I'm getting a call from so-and-so. I'm like, oh, I know that person. I'm like, what happened here? And then, you know, it was that I was using the platform number. The forwarding option, that's a great question. I also not 100% sure about that. Let me see here. If I click here, it's not a smart number copied to the marketplace.
I guess one other question I have is, I want to clarify, what exactly are the benefits, again, of just adding the number, aside from texting directly from your phone?
It's just texting directly from your phone, and it's just going to be like, it's like kind of like a landing page for a phone number. That's the way I like to describe it, right? It's like a landing page, because again, your phone number right now it's not integrating people directly into your CRM. So this is going to give you the ability for them to get integrated, right? So here's a couple of the, your choice of area code, enhanced curbside marketing, user smart number and marketing, market report subscription, automatic smart campaigns, you know, deeply integrated in KV Core, instant home evaluations when available, direct leads to summit addresses. So there's a little video that you guys can watch. So I would just take a look at this and dig a little bit further if you guys are interested in this and you kind of contemplate it. It's not necessary if you guys don't want it, but I just highly recommend it, especially if you're using the text feature, right? So the forwarding option, that's another thing that I don't think it has the capacity to do it. I will confirm that, but as far as I know, it doesn't have a forwarding capacity. All right. So yeah, go ahead.
If you do purchase this smart number, are any of those unique numbers recycled from other agents that were with EXP prior?
Great question as well. And I don't know, but this is a really cool thing about KV Core that you could do, right? If we're specific questions like that, there is a little icon here on the top, the little bottom corner here. And this little chat section, you could literally chat and ask that question or any question you have. So they have a live chat within a KV Core, which is really cool. And there's also a frequently asked questions section here. So maybe that question has already been posed by somebody. You can go in there and get that answer really quick. But that's a great question, but it's very specific. So I don't know, but they may or may not. I'm not sure. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for the questions, guys. Thank you for the questions. Cool. So the other thing, well, any other questions on this before I move on, actually? All right, cool. Awesome. I got to remember, like, slow down. I got you. Yes. All right. And this is one important section. You guys got to go to my profile. My profile, you click there, you click on your name on the top right-hand corner. You click my profile once again. It's going to pop up basically your back office. And here is very important that you guys update the section. That way, all of your social media icons show up on your websites and all your landing pages. So you're going to click edit profile here. You can put your picture of choice, right? First name, last name, title, your MLS ID. You want to make sure you put in your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, if you have one, Instagram, put in your license number, your position, your spoken languages, right? If you speak multiple languages, put that in here. Your personal cell phone, if you have another line, maybe you have an assistant, you can put that in here as well. Your personal email, where it's going to forward to. If you have a personal website, you can also put that in here. Lender information. If your lender doesn't show up because basically your lender has to be part of KV Core for them to show up in this roster. If your lender is not part of this, you can actually go to EXP's tech department in the EXP world, and you can tell them, hey, I would like my lender to be added on. That way, if you have a lead, if you want to instantly tag your lender, you could do that as well. So your lender may not show up here just yet, but just something you guys want to keep note of, right? As you guys are moving forward. You can also put in your designations. You can put your bio, copy and paste that in here, a signature. And a really big key to this thing, once you guys are done, make sure you click save, right? Because I did this so perfect the first time. I was so proud of myself. And I was like, this is awesome. And then I got distracted and I went to another tab. And guess what? Everything I had done was wiped out. So make sure you guys click save, right? That is a big key to being efficient in this part of the process. But I would say this because once this is done, it's going to automatically update this to your website. And everybody has a website automatically with KV Core. This is the website. This little world icon on the top right-hand corner. This, you click there. And it's going to pop up your website. This is a templated site, by the way. So I didn't do a lot to customize this site. All I did was kind of use the template they had. They have about three different templates. Yeah. There we go. So they have about 3 templates. What I did is I did add this video in the background, right? I did put this video so you can customize it, put the video. It has a search bar at the top. What's my home worth? Meet the team, get pre-approved, just listed, open houses. It's, it has IDX to all the MLS so people can click on this stuff and look at property, search for it. So the really cool thing about this site, what I love about the KV Core site the most is that it's a lead generator, right? Because a lot of sites out there are very beautiful, very well done, but they don't have a lead capture. Right. So this is actually, before, just a little history, before KV Core, it was called Conversion. So it's all about converting, right? And this site, as soon as somebody visits your website or any of your landing pages, within about 30 seconds of the customer scrolling, it's going to pop up something and it's going to say, hey, put in your information for full access, right? So it's sort of like kind of like your open house. I want you guys to think about your site as your open house. You wouldn't go to your open house and stand there and smile and shake hands of somebody and just have the customer just walk away. You know, they're coming in and they're just walking out. You wouldn't do that. So your website has to have a way for you to engage with them and capture their contact information, right? That's the intention of every single customer that comes. At least that was my intention, and it should be your intention. Every single person that comes through that door, my intention is to capture their information, right? And the way that I would do that, by the way, this is a little off topic, but I would just like literally say, hey, I'm going to text you a digital flyer. What's your best cell phone? And I would look down at my cell phone, right? Because you want to make sure you're capturing the number, right? That's your objective, your main objective. So your website, that's what's going to do for you without you having to do it. If you send this link to somebody, they're going to go to the site and then boom, it's going to say, hey, pop, for full access, register. And they're going to use their email as their username. And they're going to ask them to create a numerical password, and it's going to ask them to put in their phone number. So their email is going to be their username and their password is going to be their phone number. So guess what? You automatically have name, number, email, and phone number. It's really cool. It's like, so it's automatically done for you guys. When people go to like, let's just say they want to go to the IDX site and they want to go search for properties and browse, the site is automatically can have all your links again, right? Once you update it on your profile, it's going to show up everything here, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, all that good stuff. This does have my personal cell phone, by the way, though, Gabe. So you know how you were asking me earlier, well, can I advertise my cell phone instead? So here I am, right? I'm advertising my personal cell phone. So you could advertise it versus the KV Core, right? So you could do that there. For this is my direct cell phone here. And it also gives the customers the ability to download the app, right? Because you have a KV Core mobile app for you as an agent, but the customer also has a mobile app as a customer. So they're going to be able to go directly here and say, oh, cool, I'm going to download it on my Apple device, right? And again, everything that they do as far as searches on the mobile device or on the website moving forward, once they're registered, it's going to pop up on your dashboard and it's going to show you everything that they're doing moving forward. Right? That's how you're going to capture their information. And these pages are, filled with information, general features, interior features, exterior features, the room details, the amenities, what's going on as far as prices. Again, it's going to say, hey, you want a more comfortable experience, download the app, right? So it's all constantly like engaging with the customer. It's going to show them where they're at on the site, and it's going to even show them the Google Street Image, and it'll show them similar properties. Why is it so essential for you guys to have a powerful CRM? Because your competition is not really other realtors, to be honest. We think it is, but it's not. Our competitors, our main competitors are Zillow and Redfin. And most customers live on Zillow and Redfin. And I know this because I have several Zillow teams and I know how it works. So if your customers are living on Zillow and Redfin, you are one click away from that customer not being your customer, because the person on Zillow and Redfin, they're trained and developed to get in and out of a conversation in 2 minutes or less and book an appointment face-to-face. And they're not asking, hey, by the way, are you working with someone else? They're not asking that. They're just going straight for the appointment, guys. So it is absolutely essential that you guys have every single person that you know in this platform and have them live on your KV Core platform. Because if not, they're going to be hanging out on somebody else's site. And they're going to be.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm gathering is that there's an app that the consumer can download.
Yep.
That is linked to our account.
Correct.
Okay, so then how do we get access to that app that's linked to our account that we can begin promoting and giving out?
Great question. I will give you access to that right now. Here we go. So let's go back to it. I actually jumped the gun and I clicked it before. So boom, all we're going to do is go to the top right-hand corner, click the drop down, and then click this little phone looking thing here. Boom. That's the mobile app for your customer.
Wow.
It's powerful, guys. And by the way, this app also keeps them up to date with, hey, it's time for you to check out, change the air filter of your home. So this is not just a mobile app that's going to engage with your customers prior to the deal. It's going to engage with them during the deal, and it's going to engage with them after the deal. So it's really cool, right? So this is where you would go.
So I mean, obviously, I can download my own app and see what it looks like from a consumer standpoint.
Correct.
And
Yep.
Okay.
Totally. Yep. Yeah.
So-
And then you could even just punch it, like I can punch it in here and then send it. You can send it directly from here. So this is like powerful, guys. Really, really powerful stuff. And there's other stuff that's coming up, by the way, that there's Revenos. There's another platform that's called Zoocasa that's coming. We also just partnered with realty.com, which that's going to be a big, so there's a lot of really cool stuff. Make sure you guys are students, stay students of the game and keep learning this stuff. But great question.
Jasmine asked a question in the chat. She said, can we add this QR code to our business cards?
Sure. Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
actually
absolutely.
a really good idea. That's actually a really good idea. It's like, hey, scan my QR code and download my app. Now,
Yeah.
is the app branded to the agent, or is it branded to KV Core? What does that look like? Not a full answer, but whatever you know about it.
Yeah, what I know about it is that it's customizable. So once you update your site, right, it's gonna sort of model and emulate whatever you updated on your site. So if you have your logos and all that good stuff, it's gonna definitely have the EXP branding, but you're gonna be able to put in your picture, your logo, and things like that. That's what I do know. One of the
But at
things
the end of the day, the most important thing is we're capturing their information and we get to see what they're looking at.
exactly. That's the
Okay.
main thing. That's the main
Okay.
thing. The other cool thing is that, like, once you have, like, again, this is going to be like your, right, when you guys are out there door knocking, you guys are engaging with customers, maybe at a networking event, you guys are social media, all of this stuff, you want to funnel it into KV Core. So this is going to be the main platform you want to use. And also, when all of your contacts are uploaded into the CRM, guess what you could do now is that you could text everybody and say, hey guys, I actually just got a super cool mobile app. Check this out, right? So you could text everybody so you can have them download your app on your cell phone on the spot. So that's what I would do, right? If I was you guys, I would get this smart number. I would text every single one of my customers and say, hey, this is going to be much easier for you. Download my mobile app. It's really cool. It's going to keep you up to date with everything.
And really quickly though, can you help me one more time determine why? I'm trying to piece it together in my head. Phone
Sure.
number, you're saying get the phone number and text people from the phone number with like, hey, here's my app.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so but why do that over just getting the app myself and doing it with my own phone?
You could do that too. But what I'm saying is like let's just say you have 1,000 contacts in your CRM right now. Let's just say you have 1,000 people. For you to sit there and text 1,000 people, it's going to take you a long time. And it's going to take KV Core 30 seconds to text every single one of those people.
Got it. So I can do a mass text message from KV Core with the number that I purchased.
Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot, guys, but this little
It's
this
all
part's
good.
a little harder for me to grasp. That's why I'm asking
This
a
is
lot of questions.
These are good questions. You guys got to ask these questions because I'm sure that somebody else was thinking the same thing. Yes, go right ahead, Giovanna.
I just scanned your QR code and I just wanted to show everybody, you probably can't see it, but it led me to create an account and then assigned you as my agent.
Right.
Just so people you guys know where that would lead. So you're automatically their agent once they have that app.
That's solid.
Cool. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's super powerful. So make sure you guys share your app, obviously, right? Unless you guys want to share my app, it's cool. But
Leo, I also have a question.
yes, hi.
Hi, thank you for all the information. Being over here in Oklahoma, I know you said you could assign an area code. Will I be able to assign the area code for where I'm at? Just because I know most of you are in California, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally.
Okay.
That's
And
a
then,
great question. Totally.
With I know with the app how it could show like your listings if you have, I imagine, right? Like if you have current listings, they'll be on the app.
Yep. But the
Well,
cool thing is going to show everybody. So whatever MLS you belong to,
okay,
it has an IDX, so it's connected to all of the MLS. So it's going to give your customers the experience of them like visiting like Zillow, right?
Okay.
Like, all right, cool. I want to see OKC. I want to check out this town. I want to check out condos. I want to it's going to give them access to all of that.
well, it show like with the previous company I was with, will it show like my previous like stuff if they, you know how like sometimes people want to see like how many sales this agent has had to see like credibility and stuff like that? Will that transfer over? Do you know?
I don't know if it does, to be honest. That's a great question, but I don't think it kind of like you're talking about like a Zillow, right? Like where they can kind of see the
Or like a
past
home
sales.
Yeah.
snap, home snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know that question. But that's a great question. And I would say once you guys find out, let me know about that.
Yeah.
But the really cool thing is that once the customer goes to your platform and sees all of the listings, perception is everything, guys, right? The perception is that, damn, this is an awesome tool. This is professional, user-friendly, and they're going to see all of these listings. So you're going to have a lot less people like looking at, they're going to just think that it's your business, right? Most people when they're visiting, right? We got to think about that. Most consumers don't know that we have these IDX things. Like we as realtors know this. So like, oh yeah, it's a no brainer. Like that's just the MLS. But for the consumer's perspective, like, wow, I'm very impressed. Karina has a beautiful app and it's user-friendly. She has all of these listings, right? So I think that just having all of the data there, you're just going to be branded as an expert. So, but if you do find out any details regarding that, I would love to know. I will also make note to reach out and get that question answered for you guys. Great
All right,
question.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Cool. Let me go ahead and share my screen again here. So we got, and guys, like this is like 0.1% of what like you guys get, right? This is 40, we're like 40 minutes into this thing and we're like 0.1% of what this platform could do, right? So I'm going to show you guys real quick because I do have until noon, how you can get access to training on your own. That way you guys master this platform, right? So here on the dashboard, you're going to want to go to the Agent Quick Start. You click on the Agent Quick Start there, right? Because there's a bunch of other stuff, but you go to the Agent Quick Start. Once you click there, it's going to open up. It's basically like 6 steps of how you master KV Core. By the way, that's how I mastered KV Core. I didn't do anything, go to this, you know, like literally I just did these steps, which is how I did it. So you guys can become experts at KV Core by doing this. Setting up your KV Core, how to complete this course, why completing your profile is important, right? Which we went into. I kind of did that step 1, right? The profile information, using the main dashboard, right? So step 1. Step 2, manage your contacts and automation. Step number 3, getting familiar with your website and listings. Step number 4, filling your pipeline. Step number 5, course conclusion. And step number 6 here, this is like a bonus one. This has a bunch of webinars that have been done in the past. So you could just like learn hundreds and like, you can go here on the all courses and there's hundreds and hundreds of trainings here that have been done in the past. So anything you want to, hey, I want to get sellers. I want to learn landing pages. I want to like, how do I do as a team leader? There's literally 36 courses here on the Quick Start. There's a core home. There's a, team leader tactics. There's 10 courses there. There's lender success plan, 20 courses there. So there's a bunch of stuff. So don't get overwhelmed with that. Don't even pay attention to that just yet. All I want you guys to do, step number 1, most basic, go to the Agent Quick Start, go there and go through these next, 5 steps. Once you guys do that, I want to do a follow-up training because I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to start taking some actions and you guys are going to start to see some results. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to start sharing some breakthroughs, which will be really cool. But this is how you're going to really master it, guys, like really master it, right? Because I'm going to give you guys a lot of really good information here, but it is a lot to cover. And like I said, it's just like we're only one section into it. So
Leo,
how
I
do
have a
you,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Can we maybe commit to, let's say, same week, same time for the next 4 weeks or so, where you're taking us and you're chunking everything down? And perhaps the way my brain works, I like assignments. So maybe this week, we all set up our profiles and we all download the app. we all take the first 4 courses or by the number. And then next week, you kind of take us to the next segment of it. I think it'd be good for us to do like an ongoing thing.
Yeah, I like that.
So we can all
Yeah.
we can all grow together.
I love that. I love that. So why don't we do that? Why don't we all commit to knocking out the first 3 steps, right? Let's do 3 courses. We'll break it up into 2. So 3 courses, let's commit to that. That'll get you guys ramped up. And then we could do this the following week or like whenever you guys want to do this, we could do the same time. I could, so you wanted me to block out next week, Wednesday at 11 again?
Yeah, so we already have as a group, as the winner's circle, we already have a coaching call scheduled for 11:30. We can bump it up to 11 and just do 11 to 12, or 11:30 to 12 if you can commit to that, Leo. Just because
Sure.
we do have every week, Jose, he does a training from 12:30 to 1:30. So just as long as we
Okay.
don't come too close to that.
Okay, cool. You got it. Sounds good then. Yeah, we could definitely block it out. Let's just like
Okay,
make sure.
and for everyone who's on the call, would that be helpful if Leo came back once a week, let's just say for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and kind of chunked it down for us, KV Core, and we're all growing at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I see
Yes,
everyone
yes,
like that.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All
Awesome,
3 of
awesome.
us. Oh, 5 of
That's-
us. All right, there we go.
There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. That's good feedback. That's good feedback. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, because it is a lot of stuff, guys. It is a lot of stuff. But I'm telling you guys, like one of the main things that I want you guys
Leo
to
wants
take
to say
away.
something.
I didn't hear what you said, bro. But
I said, I think Bea has a question.
oh, cool.
Oh, yes. I wanted to ask Leo, before I wrap up today, would you be able to show us how to add like your contacts that you already have like in a file directly to
Sure.
KB Core? Because I've been trying to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I know that was one of the key questions. So let's definitely get to that. So we're going to go into, I believe here's the lead engine, right? You're going to click lead engine on the left-hand corner. Okay. Once you guys get to this page, there's a lot of stuff here. You're like, oh my God. By the way, who does open houses in here? Okay. So a lot of you have an open house app. So you can actually put that on your tablet or on your cell phone, and people could sign into your open house app and automatically integrate your contacts into the CRM. And it'll even put in the picture of the house and everything. It's so lit, right? Because before I was using a different app, and then I had to download it, and then I had to upload it, and it was a pain in the butt. So here it's just like straight from the app into the platform. So you're going to go to bulk lead import here at the top right-hand corner. You're going to click bulk lead import, and there's 2 options for you to upload your contacts. You can actually have KV Core handle it for you. You just send them over the list. So you can just say, hey, I want to submit my file. There's a little video here. So you can actually watch that, and you just submit file, and then you could send it directly to them and they can import it for you, right? That'll be one way you could do it. Or you could do it yourself. There's a little video here that you can go through, but let me see if I can do that. So you're going to go step 1. You're going to click browse file. And then let's see if I have a CSV somewhere. I have so many files. Let me see CSV, just so I could test this out. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I'm just going to, hopefully this list works. All right, there it is. So you just click on your CSV. So you want to make sure that step number 1, you export if you have it in a CRM, or you put it on an Excel sheet of some sort, and then you save it as a CSV. Once it's saved as a CSV, you're going to click the button like I said right now. You pull it up. It's going to pull up all the first name, last name, and email. And then you're going to click next. Once you click next, the platform is going to do its job, and it's going to align the fields for you, right? So if you don't even have a CSV or an Excel sheet yet, you're going to want to make sure that you put in all of your contacts in like an Excel. You're going to put in first name, last name, email, phone number, address, right? All of those things. And you put that as a subject at the title on the top of the page, because once you put it into KV Core, it's going to automatically align the fields for you, which will make it easier. If you don't do that though, you can just align it here. We're like, oh, which section? Oh, this, I'm going to align the first name with the first name. Okay, good. Got it. I want to make sure I do that. Great. The last name, you know, if it shows up email, I'm like, oh, that's not good. I want to make sure that it aligns with the last name, right? So you're just playing the alignment game here. Email. So in this one, this list is pretty much done. You can actually look at this as well. And this list, for example, doesn't have a phone number, but if it did, I would put it in on cell phone category number 1, right? So you're going to want to put in cell phone. Also, you're going to want to put in the number in the primary cell phone for calls and primary phone for SMS as well. So you want to make sure you put in their cell phone on this one, and this one. You want to check the same cell phone on all 3 categories. That way KV Core knows that when you're calling that number. And when you're texting that number as well. So make sure you indicate which one you're doing. You also can put in, you know, address. You can just line it up. Oh, address. You have an address section, right? So, Bea, does that make sense so far? Is that kind of like help there a little bit? Because there's so many other fields. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that does help a lot. So thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then once you do that, all you're going to do is click next, right? And then when you go to the next section, I think somebody said that, you know, you uploaded a list and you're like, wait, I don't know what's going on, right? Or, you know, it's not tagged. So you want to make sure that you put in a hashtag. That way you understand what you're importing, right? So if you're importing past clients, you're importing online leads, you're importing, you know, whatever, just tag it. That way, when you want to go back and just say, I want to send a text message to these 700 contacts, I'm going to make sure I tag it. That way I can just segment that audience, right? So you might have buyer audience, seller audience, past clients audience. So you want to make sure you segment them that way. And then you could even put it in a campaign. If you have a campaign, like if you know they're all buyers, you can put it at a buyer campaign and boom, it'll automatically start to activate those contacts. That's going to create the engagement. And that's how you're going to start to see people on your dashboard. So that's how you import. One of my favorite features, which, should I get into my favorite features or should we just pause, Gabe? Because I know I've been sharing. Okay, cool. It's like how you know how everybody's like, oh, I want to see my dashboard like this. I want to see all the contacts here. So this is property alerts. You guys want to make sure that you guys are activating the property alerts. That's going to be my favorite tool, by the way. So you're going to click marketing on the left-hand side, right? And this is what I would advise you to do. Like, this is what I did. I had a couple thousand contacts in another platform and it wasn't doing nada. Like I had a campaign, they were getting emails from me, but you know what customers want more than anything that are buying homes? They want to see homes. So property alerts are like your best friends. So you want to go ahead and click the marketing, click search alerts, and let's just pretend, right? Like that list of 700, I'm going to, and this is how the emails look, by the way. They're very eye-catchy. They're like, wow, this looks cool. So it's designed to engage the customer to click. So when the customer opens up the email and then clicks on the property, guess what happens? It shows up on your dashboard. Boom. Now you got them. Now you're aware that they're looking at property. So I had a couple thousand people that I didn't know if they wanted to buy or sell. So what I did is that I just uploaded close to 5,000 contacts and I tagged all of them as old leads because they weren't doing anything. And I turned on a property alert twice a month. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to click create alert. You're going to search hashtag, right? So let's just say it's going to be old leads, for example. So you click that, right? And then from here, let's just say that my county, like all of these leads were in San Diego County, for example. So I'm just going to put, okay, cool. I'm going to just be very general, right? I'm not going to play the specific game. You can get very specific, very niche. But if you're just want to do like a general broadcast, this is what I would recommend. You're going to go to the county of San Diego, right? If this is your county, your choice. Or if your leads like me were in Riverside and San Bernardino, I put in both counties, right? So you can also do that. And then what I would do is put in just listed as a category that way they're getting the just listed properties, the hottest listings. And then listing type, I would say SFR, right? Single family homes. And then what I would do, because all your realtors should know what's like the average price point of your audience. Oh, cool. Like everybody in my area, everybody's buying under like, $1 million or something. Right. Or 10 million,
Damn, come on, there you go.
Come on, this is a $10 million clients, right? So there you go. You can literally put something like this, and then you can even put a minimum category. I don't want my client to get anything under 8 million. Like, sheesh, I want them to get only like the category type of properties that I want, right? So, oh no, hold on a second. Let me wipe out a zero. So 8 million to 10 million, right? So that means that 700 contacts would get just listed in San Diego County from 8 million to 10 million. Very specific, right? Or you could say, if you have a client that's like under like 700,000, I would get, hey, I'm going to go from 500 to 700,000 SFR. I would leave these blank: acreage, square footage, again, only if you're going to go very niche and you have a niche list. But you can also, and well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. So boom, now you're here, right? I'm getting excited. That's why this is so cool. And here on the frequency, you're gonna put in there twice a month, right? So now 700 contacts, whoever I tag as old leads is going to get an automatic email in San Diego, just listed, single family homes, 8 million to 10 million, twice a month. So if you have a cold list, that's what I recommend. That's how you're going to create all of that engagement on your dashboard, because you're going to take a couple thousand leads that are just sitting there. And overnight, it literally happened to me. I had over 500 people that were engaging on my platform. They were looking for properties. So I was like, what? Right there. Like, I get to see all of this feedback. Well, I'm like, no wonder Zillow crushes it. Well, they get to see everything that everybody sees. And then they got people that are calling those leads and like, hey, what's up? We're going to book an appointment, right? So that's what I would do. Also, if you have, again, right, like a niche audience, if you have a past client, if you have a first-time buyer, if you want to do a property alert just for Riverside, if you want to do a property alert just for San Diego, you can do several property alerts. You're not subject to just one, right? So let's just say that I turned it on and I got a bunch of people looking at properties just like this. But now Jose Perez, when I get on the phone with him, he says, Leo, like, you're sending me a bunch of properties, dude, that don't even meet my criteria. Like, I see some of the properties, but I want to update my search. So what you're going to do is click on the client like I just did. And then on the property details, you can update their information here. If you know, I'm going to, and I would actually open this up while you're on the phone. I'm like, hey, by the way, Jose, do you have an address? Because I want to keep you up to date with the value of your home. Boom. I would punch that in there. I would punch in their address, right? The valuation of that property is $539. Right? You could even, if you want to get really specific about other features, you could do that, like fax number, their occupation. I mean, come on, like, you guys could do that if you want, but boom, that's the most important part. Alerts, right? This is where you're going to want to go. You're going to go to alerts. And here you could see that he's getting properties in Riverside, single family, under 600,000, because when I spoke to him on the phone, that's what he said. But let's just say that he switched his criteria. Let's just say he just won the lottery. He won 100 million. He's like, dude, I want like $1 million homes, right? So now I'm going to say, okay, cool. I want to update your search to $2 million to 5 million, right? Something like that. And now I can say that and like, no, I want nothing but less than the 7-bedroom. Cool. I got you. How many baths? Oh, I want 5. All right. Got you. Square footage. Sheesh. I want 5,000 square feet minimum, right? Oh, I want at least an acre. Okay, great. Sounds good. Year built. I want nothing older than 10 years. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go to 2013 or something like that, right? So that you could put that information. So now I can literally update that. And I also have just listed, but I can also take that option out. I can go to new builds. I can go to open houses. I can go 55 plus. I can go horse property. I can go golf courses. What if this guy says, dude, do not send me anything without a pool? Boom. Pool homes.
Wow.
Like, so that's what I would do every single time with every single customer, right? You want to, like, once you get them to pop up, you're going to call in as a quality. service, a customer service. Hey, Jose, I just wanted to check in with you. I noticed you visited my site. And by the way, I want to make sure that your search is optimal for what you're looking for. I'm sending you properties under this price point. Is that accurate, or would you like me to update the information? Right. So that's how you want to talk to everybody. But this is one of my favorite features, and I'm going to end with that because I think that's already a lot of information, but that's what I would start off with. Yeah.
Dude, Leo, so I'm still using my MLS for like property searches, and my clients complain so much about my MLS. Like, dude, this is too complicated. It's not mobile friendly. It takes too long to load. The information isn't easily. So I recently, like when I moved to EXP about a month ago, I recently just stopped doing that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna set you up on Zillow or Redfin, man. Like, and I haven't even used this KV core to the full capacity.
Bro.
Everybody, all right, just letting you guys know. I haven't done it yet.
Yep.
But I'm letting you know now, after seeing this is freaking incredible. Like, it's that easy to do a home search for a client. Bro, I had to do like multiple things on this old antiquated system called the MLS. And here on KV Core, bro, it looks so streamlined and simple and fun.
It's clean.
Like, bro,
and do it from your cell phone. And do it from your cell phone, by the way, on the mobile app. You guys can even you can put people on property alerts on your mobile app. You can put campaigns on the mobile app. I mean, you could do that. You can do a home evaluation on the mobile app.
Oh my
But I got to
gosh,
run. I got to do it. I'm doing a training.
Man. Thanks. Yeah, I know you got to go, man. Hey,
Let's go.
Can you guys show Leo some love? Wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that great?
Come on now.
You guys got to go out there and get a bunch of business out there. Like, go, man. Silent round of applause for you, bro. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you
Send us
guys.
the link, Leo. We'll see you next week. I know you got to go, bro. So love you, man.
All
See you later.
Love you
All
guys.
right, guys.
Peace.
See you guys later. Peace.